What's up? Go ahead and subscribe. Why is that so hard to say? Go ahead and smash that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on anything. So we're probably all aware of how alcohol can affect you physically and mentally, but how can it affect you spiritually? I actually came across some information doing some reading, and I found it quite interesting. And I don't know whether it's true or not, but I think you might find it interesting too. It's funny how sometimes all you have to do is just ask a question and the answer comes seemingly out of nowhere. For me, I call these channeled messages. So one day I was just pondering about how sometimes when people drink, they can completely turn into a different person. I know this one individual who, when they drink, they actually speak with a different accent, and it's the same different accent from their normal way that they speak when they're sober. And I mean, along with that accent is a certain type of personality and everything. And every time they drink to a certain extent, this other personality just comes out. And I've asked this person in the past, do you know that you're doing that? And they kind of acknowledged it. To me, it's just a little strange, it can be funny at times, like with this individual. Sometimes it can be a little creepy because it's almost like they're becoming another person. And aside from that, you have all these different types of emotions that come out of people when they drink alcohol. So you have your happy drunk, you have the person who loves everybody. I love you guys. They love everybody, including people they've never seen before in their life. You have the person who passes out and sleep at the bar for a little bit. You have your angry drunk. You have your superhero, overconfident, I can do anything drunk, like fly or drive, two things that you should never do while you're under the influence of alcohol. Let's see, what else? You have the person that will sleep with people, I know you've seen the movies where you got two individuals that can't stand each other, and then everybody goes out to this big party or get together or whatever. They get super drunk, and then the two individuals that can't stand each other, they wake up in bed together and can't remember what happened, and I'm pretty sure that it's a possibility that has happened to some of you guys out there. And not even in that scenario, just not remembering all of what happened, or, driving, having a good time, remembering a lot, and then ending up at home and not knowing or remembering how you drove there or how you got there, but it's just that you got there safely. Different things like that. You have your sad drunk, and speaking of sad drunk, you should never drink alcohol when you are going through something that is stressful circumstances in your life that's going to make that you feel sad about, but you may be holding inside, or that you feel angry about that you may be holding inside. Because as soon as you drink and you have put a couple down, those emotions are going to come out. And it may not always end up the way that you want. So let's get down to what I came across. So, pondering about this, why people change so much when they drink. And then maybe a few days after that, I started reading this book. And in the book, there's this character that drank a lot. He would drink to the point where he passed out. And the reason why he drank so much is because he hated his work. He had to carry out some pretty bad tasks. So what he would do right before he was about to go and do one of these tasks, he would drink a lot to kind of, I guess, give him the courage, give him the balls to carry through with what he had to do. So if you're on this channel, you've heard of an aura before. Aura is it's like, you could think of it as a energy field that surrounds each individual. And if you are healthy, you're in a good mood, you're rested, you're eating well, I can imagine your aura would be healthy. It will reflect how you are physically. But when you're not, it kind of weakens. So it makes you more susceptible to other energies and stuff out there that are vibing at that same frequency. So you can imagine this guy he has to carry out these horrible tasks. He hates it. He's not even, doesn't even have the courage enough to do it sober. So he has to drink, you know what I'm saying, to even be able to carry them out. And you can imagine that would be a pretty low state. So what happens when, in this particular book, when this individual would drink a lot, it would weaken his aura, and there would be little tears in his aura, and that would create small holes in his aura. And what another character in the book witnessed was spirits actually going through those holes in his aura, going inside of this man's body and animating his body. So that right there, I just had to stop right there for a minute, because I was just like, wait a minute, think about it. Think about people that you have seen that was just crazy intoxicated. Think about maybe times that other people, or maybe yourself, you have experienced drinking and then missing pieces of the time that you know, wherever you were at a party, you don't remember all of it. You don't remember how you got home. You don't remember the drive home, but you wake up in the morning in front of your house, you know, cold in the car. Like, just different situations like that makes me think that there may be some truth to that. So that being said, what do you guys think? Do you think that, you know, you being at a lower frequency, you vibing low, you drinking and drinking and drinking, or maybe even certain other substances, you know, a lot of bad things happen when people drink, and a lot of times they don't remember it. I know actually an individual who was a doctor who went out with a friend, and they hooked up with these girls, and they drank and drank and drank. And the last time he remembered looking at the clock, I guess they met up with the girls around 7 o'clock. The last time he looked at the clock, it was 9 o'clock, and they had a few drinks. And then after that, this dude woke up. He woke up, he came to his regular consciousness, I guess, walking down the street in his underwear with his eye cut open, not his eyeball, but his eyelid was cut. And his wife had happened to be looking for him all night, and just happened to be riding down the street that he was walking down kind of in a daze. And she picked him up, and they found out that, you know, somewhere along that evening, he crashed his car into a tree in front of somebody's house and just got out of the car and just started walking in a daze, you know, and he didn't remember anything after 9 o'clock. And I know that there's, you know, date rape drugs and stuff that people can slip into your drink and make you forget. But at the same time, who was driving the car? Who was walking down the street for the time that he walked down the street until he actually realized he was walking down the street in his underwear? You know what I'm saying? It kind of makes you think. What do you guys think? You think it could be some truth in it? Let me know in the comments what you think about it, your experience, or more that you may know about this type of situation happening, how alcohol can affect you, and you can be more easily spiritually attacked when you are under the influence of too much alcohol. But right now, that's all I have, and I hope that you have enjoyed this. Maybe we'll come back and talk about this topic more, but for sure we'll be back to talk about some other topics that are very interesting. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ta. If you or anyone else you know has a problem with alcohol, drinking excessively, please seek professional help. Please seek some type of help. And please, you guys, be careful. I know New Year's is coming up. A lot of people are going to be out partying and drinking. As you're going about your way, as you're getting ready to go to these parties and stuff, if you drink, think about what we just talked about. Drink responsibly. Make sure you have someone that can get you home safely. Try not to drink too much. And I will see you in the next one. If I don't see you again before the new year, Happy New Year's. And enjoy yourselves. Take care of each other. And don't forget to love yourself. Bye.